What? Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Box Office Banter. I got that right this time. We are here with Remeth. If we did not introduce him in Monday Mayhem properly, he's filling in for Josh. Tyler may or may not be back. We can't figure it out. Rodney, and of course, Brando right here. Brandon, to be exact. We're going to talk about some Me, Myself, and Irene people. Some Jim Carrey shit. Let's get into it. We didn't write notes again. We've just abandoned notes. I don't know if I like it.
That's better.
I like the half and half. We haven't done the half and half, though. We need to get back to that.
At least you've seen the movie.
Yeah, Remy's his favorite movie. He's coughing. I don't know if he's laughing or coughing. Probably both. This is confusing to me, Remy. You've not seen Me, Myself, and Irene.
I've not seen it since the 90s when it came out.
What would you rate it?
From back then?
Even though you haven't seen it, what do you think it should be rated if you watched it?
I'm gonna say a 6 because it's not. When you think of Jim Carrey, that one doesn't come to mind. People don't talk about it.
I think they do, but yeah, maybe not. It was like the last of his
it's
golden
not like
era.
Ace Ventura or Cable Guy.
No, dude.
Or those
Yeah,
roles.
Cable Guy seems like to be...
Cable Guy. I had
might
Jeremy
be
at
my
work saying that
favorite.
already.
Steven!
Steven.
So Me, Myself, and Irene.
We just reviewed
Yeah.
Cable Guy instead.
I mean, I could review Cable Guy.
We forget which one we were, literally 20 minutes in, oh, God, fuck, dude.
Oh, that's
wrong
Liar,
movie.
Liar. Wait.
Oh, damn it. Which one were we doing? Let's pick it up 20 minutes in. No, so what do we think about this movie, guys?
This is a classic.
It's an absolute classic. Plus, we get
100%.
rated R, Jim Carrey,
Yes,
which is always fun.
It's rare, too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think, That and Eternal Sunshine and number 23?
I have to think about that. I Love You, Philip Morris.
Oh, yeah. That's one I never remember is Philip Morris. Him
Very
and
gay.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah.
There's got to be more.
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, dude.
A lot of fucking. A lot of fucking fun, I mean. No, but this one, dude, just the whole split personality thing, what could be better for Jim fucking Carrey? Seriously, watching him go from Hank to Charlie back and forth on a fucking dime sometimes. It's so much fun. And you can understand, as you get older, too, this character even more because you feel that person inside of you. You don't let it come out of you, but you were sitting there I feel like I might have that same fucking Hank inside of me. And that sounds gay in its own right now that I'm thinking about it.
Does.
Yeah. But watching him slowly fucking break in this movie is so much fun, and watching what it takes to get there, again, you understand it. Having his wife just I'll be with you forever, even if you had to eat whale blubber and all that shit. And she's like, I hope that doesn't happen, but of course I'd be with you forever, you know?
The plot concept, whatever you want to call it, of this movie is absurd and has no right being as funny as it is. His wife, newlywed wife, day of the wedding, cheats on him with the
Guy
how do
from
we
Bad
say
Santa,
this?
midget, black midget.
Black guy, I guess. Yeah, it's like
I'm just going to say it. You know what? I'm going to say
how
it.
the fuck does that happen? Then they have 3 kids, and
Yeah.
Charlie thinks that they're his because of, I guess, PTSD shut that
it's
shit
the
down,
best.
and it's here we go, dude.
Well, that's how it goes, too, because the little black midget guy, this is what we'll call him. What is it? LBMG. We'll just abbreviate. Little black midget guy.
What's his name in
I don't
Bad
know.
Santa?
I forget. The elf. He plays the elf.
We'll call him the elf.
He's a good sport. Not like he is in this movie. He's like, you people take cash or whatever he says, or car. He's like, what do you mean, you people? And he's like, I have never. And then he's like, I ain't gonna let this guy call me. And that's one thing we will not say on the show. And then she's like, Charlie. He's like, what? I've never in my life. And it's like, oh, so it's a little people thing then. He's like, what? And then he breaks out the nunchucks, dude. I love when he's slapping him in the nunchuck fight. That's my favorite fucking
Just
part.
little taps
because
on
he
the
doesn't know what to
cheeks.
do. He's just like, and then he gets fucking
What would
hit.
you do? I mean, I would kick him in his face. Honestly,
Yeah, no, I'm
but-
not getting nunchucked.
Yeah,
Not
there's
black
no
midget.
way,
There's
dude.
no way.
You're gonna
It's
come-
why isn't any midget? That's true. Yeah, but he was black in the movie, okay? But I'm not getting nunchuckarooed, dude. I actually, knowing me, I would have pulled out my nunchucks back for sure. But the thing is, if you're Charlie, you should do more. If anything, he was heavily restrained. He kind of just I don't even actually drive limos. He's got it made, and she's got a part in that same type of lifestyle. Maybe I can't remember exactly what it was. She worked somewhere similar or some shit, and out of nowhere they hit it off, and she has those babies, and they all come out black.
All triplets.
The first one that comes out, he's like, it's it's a boy. He's just like losing it. Look, he's like, oh my God. And she's like, oh. He's like, oh, more. And just 2 more black kids come out. And then they're at the fucking barbecue, dude. And that shit's funny as fuck.
Chopping up the bratwurst.
Yeah, that dude that comes over and he's just talking to him. He's like, yeah, say Charlie, like super close. He's just like, you ever notice how your kids have a year-round tan? He's
What
like,
are you trying to say?
yeah, he's just like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, I mean, he's like, well, what about, it must be in the way the water beads off the hair. He says some shit like that. He's like, what do you, I mean, there's all kinds of different hair. And then he can tell he's not getting it. He's finally like, for Christ's sake, Charlie, those kids' dicks are as big as those sausages. And he's just like, those are my kids you're talking about. And he's like, it's the drinking, Charlie, I'm sorry. He just chops up the sausages in anger. And that was really like, it just catapulted him, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Jim Carrey was an awesome dad in this movie.
He
was the best. Dad
Yeah,
in
I
this movie.
loved their whole relationship. Like
Chemistry.
all the brothers
Yeah.
and the dad. Like the transition from when they're all kids sitting on the couch
Yes.
to when they're all older.
Watching
and
Richard
different-
Pryor.
Yeah,
and
dude.
what was it, Chris
He's like,
Rock,
sure.
I think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris Rock.
About the salad
Get
being
your
tossed.
salad tossed. And they're still, he's like, he's a funny motherfucker. That's the best shit.
I
And then-
love how they made the kids like super fucking smart.
Yeah, they're
too.
geniuses.
Except for the weightlifting one, he just kind of seemed like
Yeah.
useless.
He was smart, but he was like the one that
They
laid.
lift weights,
He
dude.
laid back. Like he was smart when he needed to be, for sure. He had a couple moments of shine, but he was the brother that was just like, I'll let y'all do all the talking. But yeah, they were fucking great. Like that, I forget the weightlifting dude's name. I know the other ones like Jared Mixon. He played like the new guy, and of course, an Old School. He's the dude that had the fucking cinder block on his dick and it
Oh,
went
yeah,
through the
fell
fucking
through.
the sewer and he got stuck. Yeah, and then of course Anthony Anderson. He's always pretty fucking great. So that was great casting with them. But moving on, man, you see the more of how Charlie's life is just a shit pal. Everybody piles into him, doesn't give a fuck about him, and he ends up at that supermarket. And Vegically. That's the funniest shit. Like, this is where it happens. The girl, she's just holding, like, a little box. She's like, I'm in a rush, Charlie. Can I go ahead? It's like, yeah, sure. And I know where she's like, kids. And, like, they come with 2 full shopping carts. And it's like, you can see it, like, his facial mannerisms, the way he's snapping with that, like, horn going off. And he just kind of, like, washes. He's like, ugh. And he
I love
just,
the looking around like
yeah, he's just looking at everything.
so confused.
Yeah, like he's just now came to life right there. Perfectly done. And he gets he's like, what's that Vegiclean? He's like, what's wrong, lady? A little extra cheese on the taco? He just takes it. And he's just like, is something wrong? It's like, yeah, there is something wrong. This doesn't have a price tag on it. And he's just like, price check on Vegiclean, aisle 3. Price check on Vegiclean.
Magically.
Yeah, he's just like, we got a girl up here. What is it, like a full-on fallopian fungus? And he's just like, and I think she's baking sourdough. Get on that pronto.
Put a rush on that.
And she's just like, fuck, dude. He did not just call me out like that. And from that moment on, he's fucking everybody's
Yeah,
world
fucking
up.
tries to drown the girl, shits in his neighbor's yard.
Yeah, he's like, there you go, Dick. Parked it for you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
crashes into his
Dude, I hate that
barbershop.
one skinny guy that almost looks like Raymond. Like, everybody loves Raymond. He's, like, tall or whatever, but I don't know. His acting was awful. That's my one complaint about the movie.
There it is. Get it out the way, bro.
I don't think anyone could have done a better job than Jim Carrey in this movie.
No.
Can you name anyone?
No way. Nobody could ever do a better job than Jim Carrey. He's the fucking GOAT.
Yeah, there's nobody that does physical comedy like he does.
No.
The only person who would be Charlie Chaplin, and he's, rest in peace.
What's he up to?
He's, chilling.
No, chill. All right.
It's the throwing around. It's the mannerisms, facial expressions. He just murders it every time.
I have to
And-
say, my favorite scene in this movie was when he's taking Irene, and he's at the station and he's drinking his water, taking his medicine.
I was about to say.
And they're talking about it. She's like, I got to drive all the way to upstate New York.
Yeah.
And then you hear this, like,
Yeah, he goes, oh!
Dude, and fucking, there it was, like, he's just white all around. He's, like, choking on his fucking water and medicine. She's
Yeah.
like, that's who I got to ride with.
Yeah, because like 2 seconds earlier, he's like, it makes my mouth pretty dry.
Yeah.
But other than that, and there's like, he interrupts their talking with, and like water shoots out of his mouth. He's like holding on to the water thing, like about to knock it over. He's like putting his hand up, like, I'm all right. I'm good. Yeah.
And that other
I'm all right.
one, the other water cooler
Yeah, he has a
incident,
dry face.
he's explaining to Irene, like, what his condition is. He's like, got advanced hallucinatory schizophrenia with involuntary narcissistic rage. Goes and takes
But you remember that.
medicine.
I know, that blew my mind.
His mouth gets all, like, white all around it and shit. He's like, biting down.
Yeah, he's
they're
like,
all looking at him. It's dude,
I just
that
need
right
some
there, the
water.
mannerism. That was like a Fire Marshal Bill scene
Yeah.
right there.
Let me tell you something. I need some
It
water.
was perfect.
Yeah, that's fucking perfect for sure. Kills it, slays it. This whole movie is fucking amazing, dude. His little fucking shit, like when he's like trying to square up with like the fucking baseball team. He's like,
It's so hard, and then just knock the
that
fuck
music kills me. Yeah, he hits him with the taser, and he jumps immediately back into Charlie. He's like, "Hey!" as he's getting electrocuted, not knowing what the fuck happened, dude. There is one scene in this movie that cracked me up, though, that like has never cracked me up. I told Remy about it. I don't know why it did. Maybe it's because of like PC culture now that it made me laugh so much harder. But it's when they're in the diner, and he's with Irene, and he's already like clowning on people, you know. And he's over there just like, holy shit, a giant Q-tip. I'm talking about fucking Whitey or whatever. And he's just like making fun. He's like talking about the sun or some shit. I can't remember exactly what he says. But he's like, you made that guy feel bad. And then he gets up and he walks over to this lesbian couple. And they have like haircuts like me or Remy. Like if we were sitting there but we were two women. And they're just butch as can be. And he takes the like cigarette out of her mouth and he's like, what's up? What's going on, fellas? And he just sits down. But something about like the swagger he has, like, what's going on, fellas? And then just after taking
It's
the
the
cigarette,
spin he does into the chair
yeah,
after he
like,
does it.
he just the confidence is just like it's the delivery and him saying what's going. Just imagine what they're thinking. Like it was just like that was so funny to me for some reason this time around. Killed me out. Got the big dildo. That shit.
Oh my
was-
god.
God.
He's like, that wasn't for me.
Yeah, that was the word. He's like, what do
He's
you
like,
mean? Hank's like pushing
No,
it
this
down his
movie
pants
is
leg.
fantastic. It's a classic. Rewatchability is endless for me, I think. I mean,
really
there's so
is.
many scenes. Like, we're basically quoting this movie scene by scene right now. Like, it's that quotable, that good to me, at least. So,
Got
yeah.
the chicken up the ass.
Chicken up the cop's ass. and
Yeah,
then
he's like,
fucking-
you get this
oh,
chicken out of my
who's the
ass.
cop?
The fuck?
What's his name?
Guy from Step Brothers,
Yes.
Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, dude, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember it either.
Richard Jenkins.
Yes. Their whole little inside job shit they got going on. Irene's just had to put up with his shit the whole movie fucking too, dude. I mean, it's bad. He's like, do you swallow? Just fucking lace him out.
And she still falls in love with him, though.
Yeah, she's over there like, he's like, and you got to get me on the chin. He takes out like an ice cream cone after he's like, because they put the car over the fucking, over the cliff into the water. And he's like, did you by chance grab a wallet off the dash? She's just like, no. And then like when they're looking, trying to figure out how to get money, he just takes an ice cream cone from her kid and licks it. She's just like, that was really mean, Hank. He's like, it's survival at this point. It's so fucking funny, dude.
What about the fight, Charlie versus Hank?
No, that was fucking
They're
amazing.
through a whole train station and fucking, I'm pretty sure on a train too. Like,
Yeah.
it was only Jim Carrey could do
Yeah.
something like that.
He fucking fell out of the fucking. He's like, come on, Hank. The whole thing. He gets fucking like, he's showing his dick, like, everybody loves a hot dog or some shit to the grandmas. They fucking take off. And he's just like, stop it, Hank. And he takes like that blow to the stomach, backs up, slams through the glass, spits a loogie on his own fucking forehead. Classic shit. And then you got when they get in the car. The way he fucking threw himself out of the car to get rid of fucking Charlie, and then Hank runs, catches back up with it, sits down in the fucking car perfectly, and he just looks in the mirror like, how'd you get back in here? Like, perfect physical comedy again right there. Then you got the ending with On the Bridge. For some reason, I love this shit.
I did not expect him to get shot like that.
I love it every time though, because she's sitting there and he's just like, no, she'll want me. It's like Hank's like, she was calling for me, fuckface, or whatever. Like he's saying, and then he's just like, no, I'm gonna save her. And she's like, Hank. He's like, no, it's me, Charlie. She's like, Charlie, you should go back. Get Hank.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it's fine. I got this. And he's like, you don't want to do that. And he's like, put it down, put it down. And like right as he's lowering it, he just blows his thumb off. He's like, ah, like you could see his fucking, what do you call that? The uvula or whatever?
Yeah.
Or is that in a vagina? I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's the
sounds
thing
like a
that
vagina.
hangs.
Yeah, it's
in the
called a
back of your
uvula,
throat. It's
ain't it?
called- yeah.
Okay. And I was like, that's either that or it's in a vagina. There's no other place that could be. So that you literally see that fucking thing wiggling. He's yelling so fucking loud and it's in a close up. He's just like, oh, why? The fucking, he's like, where's my thumb? Where's my thumb? That shit was funny. Another thing, can't forget to talk about the cow part too. The
Oh my
cow is
God.
funny as shit.
What is it, like 19?
He
That's
shoots like
an
20
unlimited
shots.
ammo.
He's like, every once in a while, they leave us on the side of the road. Just help me give it a push. We'll take it off the road.
Oh,
And he's going to do it. I know where the cow's like, and then it's like, holy shit.
and it
then
was
he,
still alive at the
yeah,
end of the movie.
he fucking shoots in the head. And he's like, all right, now you can be laid to rest, sweet baby. And he
Shoots it all those times and then kills it by choking it out and putting its fingers in.
Yeah, he's like, say uncle. Because that thing, after he shoots in the head, it just goes again. He's like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Shoots it like 10 more times in the head and it's still getting up. Try to put it out of its misery. That scene was funny as fuck. But yeah.
I like the ending proposal, or not
yeah.
really proposal, but him basically saying, "Do you want to be with me?" to Irene I thought that was awesome. It got me too. I was like, "Oh, he's a cop. That's dope."
did he
The
ever get
music.
help?
Huh?
Did he ever get help for his
Who?
condition?
Yes, he did actually. He lives in Arkansas now. You
That's
can
what I
actually go
thought.
visit him.
It's awesome. I
That's
love
crazy.
that. Jim Carrey or this variation of Jim Carrey?
All three.
All three of them. Good call. Nice one. On the ball. 'Cause there was three. Total 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Fucking me, myself, and Irene, guys. Absolute Jim Carrey classic. I don't see it any other way. Such a
100%.
good fucking movie. Music, too, in this movie. Low-key, very good.
Oh yeah.
It's got a great
It's the
soundtrack.
Farley brothers. They usually have
Yeah.
pretty good music with their movies.
They're always fucking dynamite.
I think so. I love Three Stooges, and nobody fucking likes that movie.
Oh, yeah. You're the only one.
I love that
You're the
movie.
fourth stooge, though. So it makes sense. I could literally see you in a fucking line with
I would have
Curly,
loved
Mo,
to have
and
been
Harry.
with. Yeah, I would have loved to have been with
Just
them.
get a tryout, man. Maybe
I
you can
might.
play fucking Harry.
I could.
Dude, nail it.
It's possible.
Get a few more curls in there. You're on, bro. We can put a wig on you for sure.
What's your score, Tyler?
8-6.
8-6.
Yeah, dude, I love this movie. It's one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies.
That's pretty high.
I know, I love this movie. It's
Oh,
probably
you
one of
like
my
it.
favorite Jim
Oh,
Carrey
okay.
movies.
Okay.
That's what's up, dude. I'm glad
Fuck
you,
yes.
Yeah,
I'm so
dude.
happy you
This
like
and
it.
Cable Guy are like,
The Cable Guy's so great, though.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get into that.
What's your score?
You said your score was a 6 due to 8-year-old memory or some shit like that.
No, due to the nobody talked. It's not one of his most talked about.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But when you say it, they're like, "Oh,
Yeah, it is kind of forgotten, and then
Yeah.
you hear it and like, oh, I forgot about that movie.
It's
I love
like
that
the
movie.
last of the Forgotten Zoe. Like it's one of his popular movies, but it's at the back end of his popular movies. So it isn't quite. It's like
it's
a
not
weird
as
one.
good as Mr. Popper's Penguin, so
Oh,
movie was
that
fire.
might be false.
Sonic.
A series on unfortunate events.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now we're talking about his best shit.
fuck with that.
Dude, I read all the books and
That
stuff.
fucking pterodactyl, that dinosaur he does, dude, everything.
All that shit.
He's like malaria. He's like, yes, dude.
Greatness.
Anyway,
I will give this movie an 8.2 out of 10. I'm usually pretty rough on comedies, but this is like childhood favorite. Still fucking holds up. It's amazing. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it.
yeah, I could watch this movie anytime, at any day. So, I mean, it's like a 9 for me. I'm gonna give it a 9. 'cause I
So you like it?
Gotta get
Yes.
going. You gotta
Love
get going. However that song goes.
Hey, now. Goodbye.
We gotta at least do 20 minutes, so somebody buy a minute and 20 seconds. Just kidding.